Hello students, topic for today's discussion is cecum and appendix. Cecum is the asymmetrical sac which is furnished with the tinea coli and it lies at the commencement of large intestine. Length of cecum is 6 cm and the breadth of cecum is 7.5 cm. This is the only organ with more breadth than length. Normally, the cecum lies in right iliac fossa, but due to faulty rotation of midgut, it may occupy the left iliac fossa, umbilical region, subhepatic region, or left lumbar region. Topographically, the cecum lies in a rectangular area which is bounded above by transtubercular plane, onto the left side by right midclavicular plane, and below by the fold of Graham. The shape of cecum is usually asymmetrical, but its shape varies very frequently. On the basis of shape, it is classified into fetal type, which is triangular in shape, and the appendix is attached at the apex of cecum. The infantile type, which is roughly quadrangular, and appendix is attached at the base of the cecum. The adult type, which is most common. In the adult type, the right wall of cecum it grows more as compared to the left wall of the cecum, which brings the appendix below the ileocecal orifice. In exaggerated type, the right wall of cecum hugely enlarges as compared to the left wall, or the left wall atrophies, which brings the appendix close to the ileocecal orifice. This cecum is covered from all the sides by the peritoneum, but in 5% of cases, the upper part of posterior surface is non-peritoneal. That part comes in contact with fascia iliaca. Anteriorly, cecum is related to anterior abdominal wall, or sometimes with the lower margin of greater omentum or coils of ileum. Above, the cecum continues as the ascending colon from the level of transtubercular plane. Below, it rests on the lateral half of inguinal ligament. Medially, it is related to terminal part of ileum which ends at ileocecal junction, and it is related to the coils of small intestine. The structures which are related posteriorly, they forms a cecal bed. The structures which participates in the formation of cecal bed are iliopsoas muscles, which are formed by psoas major muscle and iliacus muscle. Both the muscles are covered by fascia iliaca. Lateral femoral cutaneous nerve, femoral nerve. The lateral femoral cutaneous nerve and femoral nerve, they runs deeper to the fascia iliaca. Sometimes it is also related to genitofemoral nerve, which runs on the surface of psoas major muscle, retrocecal space, or sometimes with the appendix. The cecum is supplied by anterior and posterior cecal branches which are derived from the inferior division of ileocolic artery. Posterior cecal branch also supplies the base of appendix in addition to cecum. The veins from the cecum, they drain into the ileocolic vein. The ileocolic vein drains into superior mesenteric vein of portal venous system. Lymphatics from the cecum drains into ileocolic group of lymph nodes. The efferents from ileocolic group of lymph nodes, they drain into superior mesenteric group of pre-aortic lymph nodes. The cecum is supplied by autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic fibers are derived from superior mesenteric plexus, which receives the preganglionic fibers from T10 to L1 spinal segments. The parasympathetic fibers are derived from both the vagus nerves. Interiorly, two openings can be seen. One is the opening of the terminal portion of ileum forming the ileocecal orifice. It lies at the point of intersection between transtubercular and right midclavicular plane. This orifice presents two lips, upper lip and lower lip. Both the lips, they join to form the one fold on either side, that is known as frenula. 2 cm below to the ileocecal orifice, one more opening can be seen. That opening is the appendicular orifice. This appendicular orifice is a small circular opening which is guarded by the valve of Gerlach. Appendix is a worm-like tubular diverticulum which arises from the posteromedial wall of cecum. It is suspended by a fold of peritoneum, which is known as mesoappendix. The length of mesoappendix is smaller than the length of, which gives the worm-like coiled appearance to the appendix, hence it is known as vermiform appendix. Even though the appendix is a part of large intestine, it is devoid of three cardinal features of large intestine. These cardinal features are presence of tinea coli, sacculations and appendices epiphyllity. Length of appendix is highly variable. It varies from 2 to 20 centimeters, but on average it is 9 centimeters. The appendix presents three parts. These are base, body and tail. The base of appendix is attached to the posteromedial wall of cecum, forming the one orifice that is known as appendicular orifice. This appendicular orifice, it lies 2 centimeter below the ileocecal orifice. All the three types of tinea, they converge at the base of appendix, which act as a guide for the identification of appendix. The body of appendix is tubular, narrow, and it contains a canal which opens into the cecum through appendicular orifice. This appendicular orifice is guarded by valve of Gurlat. The tail or tip of appendix is least vascular and it is directed in various positions. The types of appendix or positions of appendix are paracolic, when the appendix, it lies below the cecum and its tip, it lies along the side of ascending colon. This paracolic position is also known as 11 o'clock position. Retrocolic position, this is the commonest type of appendix seen in more than 60% of the population. The appendix, it passes retroperitoneally behind the cecum and the ascending colon. If the length of appendix is more, it can go up till to the subhepatic position. Splenic type, it is very rare. The tip of appendix, it passes upwards and medially in front or behind the terminal part of ileum. When it lies in front of the ileum, that type is known as pre-ileal type. When it lies behind the ileum, it is known as post-ileal type. The pre-ileal type is most dangerous because infection in pre-ileal type of appendix may spread to general peritoneal cavity. Promontoric type or 3 o'clock position, it is very rare and the tip of appendix is directed towards the sacral promontory. Pelvic type or 4 o'clock position, which is the second commonest type, and the tip, it passes downwards and medially crosses the pelvic brim. The mid-inguinal type or 6 o'clock position, the tip of appendix is directed vertically downwards towards the inguinal canal. The appendix is supplied by the appendicular artery, which is the branch of inferior division of ileocolic artery. This appendicular artery runs in the mesoappendix and it gives one recurrent branch for the base of appendix. This base of appendix also receives a branch from posterior cecal artery. The tip of appendix is supplied only by the appendicular artery. Any obstruction to the appendicular artery leads to the gangrenous changes to the tip of appendix. The veins from the appendix corresponds to the arteries and they drains into the superior mesenteric vein of portal system. Lymphatics from the appendix drains into superior mesenteric group of pre-aortic lymph nodes. The appendix is supplied by the autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic fibers are derived from superior mesenteric plexus and the preganglionic fibers are derived from T10 spinal segment. This explains why the inflammation of appendix is referred to the umbilical region. The parasympathetic fibers are derived from both the vagus nerves. Intussusception. It is a serious condition in which a part of intestine slides into an adjacent part of intestine. Most commonly occurs at ileocecal orifice. This condition may lead to intestinal obstruction. McBurney's point is represented by a point at the junction of medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3 of line joining the umbilicus to right anterosuperior iliac spine. This is the area of maximum tenderness during the appendicitis. Appendicitis is the inflammation of appendix which is usually manifested by pain, vomiting and temperature. Appendix is a blind tube. A fecolith may obstruct the lumen which may lead to the appendicitis. Thank you.